Aha, me hearties. A very, very good morning to you. Just coming up to a quarter to midday on Sunday the 2nd of January 2022. How good is that? Sunday the 2nd of January 2022, and we're just coming up to a quarter to midday. And for those of you that I haven't seen and who haven't yet joined the Hogmanay Bash, can I welcome you very, very warmly to our TikTok this morning and our YouTube broadcast. Happy New Year. Thank you very much, Aidan. And to you, lovely to hear from you, by the way. This is wonderful. Scottie McClue, Dinky-Doo, Happy New Year. Yes, indeed, and a Happy New Year to you, Dallin, and also our beautiful Logan. Yes, wonderful, guys. Very happy New Year to you and Dinky-Doo. Hope the lighting's all right. A little bit dark underneath the bonnet there. What are we saying? Morning, all. Happy New Year. And do subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course. Lots and lots of you. It's Dylan. I wonder if you remember me. Yes, Dylan, I do. And a big Dinky-Doo to you and a Happy New Year for 2022. How amazing is that? Fantastic. Do tell everybody, guys, follow us as soon as you come on. We need a massive follow fest on our TikTok, and tap, tap, tappity, tap, tappity, tappity, tap on your phone to let them know what's happening. Happy New Year, Scotty from Norwich. Neil, lovely to have you with us. Norwich will be beautiful this morning, as always. Happy New Year, my friend. I wish you nothing but wealth, health, and prosperity. Dalian, thank you so much. So lovely of you to say so, and so very, very much appreciated. There we go. What are you talking about? We're talking about everything, Spudbeat. We talk about the lot on here. We don't do second names. We don't do names of individuals. And apart from that, we chat because that's what we do. Happy New Year, Scotty. Our baby daughter was born at 2:04 on New Year's Day. Glenn, many, many congratulations to you and to your dear lady and to your wee daughter. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our little peacock girl. That's beautiful. So there we are. I am so pleased. Yes, indeed. There we are. And now the world knows Glenn. So there we are. I've just had a little ham, Scotty. You can't beat a little bit of ham. Very, very good for you. I adore your hat. Thank you, Annabelle. You are very, very kind. So lovely to have you with us. Love the bonnet. Of course, the Scottie McClue bonnet. Hashtag float eye. The first lord of the internet. It's a bit shadowy below the bonnet, but we can sort that. I might be able to get you a little bit more light under the bonnet. Let me just see if we can do a miracle here. If we can work a miracle. There we go. Is that better? Give you a bit of light below the bonnet, or is that just too much? I ask you, too much light below the bonnet. There we are, your sound. Oh no, I do not, Annabelle. Take that back, my dear. Tap the screen, everybody. Yes, tap, tap, tappity, tap. Tappity, tappity, tap. Let everybody know that we're live, of course. Thank you so much, Scotty. Not at all, Glenn. I am so delighted. Welcome to your beautiful little daughter, to the world. There we are. Everybody tap the screen and everybody follow. Very important as well. You have to get following. This is going to be a huge year for Scottie McClue because we're going to have the big phone in on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Just for an hour to start with, see how it all goes. Hogmanay was a huge success, and I would like every single one of you on TikTok to get looking at the TikTok videos and also to go on to the Scottie McClue YouTube channel and enjoy the best Hogmanay show on the planet. Everybody's raving about it. I won't stop tapping, never stop tapping at all. It's so good of you. Thank you very much. We've now got 700 likes. So that's pretty good of you. Thank you for joining us. There we are. Wonderful. Lovely to have you with us. Now, Glenn, one of our regular callers, his lady was expecting a baby, and that little baby, a little girl, arrived at 2 on New Year's Day. And he was on the telephone to me till about midnight, Glenn, something like that. 1 o'clock. Encourage your viewers to share the live. Yes, do please share the live. Come on, TikTokers. Get sharing and sharing and sharing and following and following and following. Very important. Well, Scotty, things to do. Just back from Greece. Got my truck cleaned. Wonderful, Neil. That's what it's all about. And Yasu, to all our Greek friends watching right now. Lovely to have you with us. What shall I say to you? Kalamera, Kalamera. Wonderful stuff. Good to have you from Greece. So there we are. Now, what have we got here? Oh, there's a troll, guys. A troll called Harp 393, who's now going to disappear forever from Scottie McClue. A lifetime ban. Isn't that beautiful? There we are. Bye-bye, troll. Gone. There you are. You mustn't assume everybody has your lifestyle. Scotty, let me introduce myself. I'm the Flying Norseman. Long-time fan of your show. Flying Norseman, you've introduced yourself beautifully before. It's lovely to have you with us in a big Dinky-Doo, I say, from Scottie McClue. 1,000. We love it. 1,300 likes. That's pretty good. I popped up about this time one Sunday and got 41,000 likes. Scotty, you're taking time out. I loved it when you did Monday to Saturday. I know, Glenn, but it's just too exhausting on top of a full-time day job, starting at 6 in the morning, and going on till 4 in the afternoon. So I thought to myself, no, we can't do that or we'll collapse. So you don't want old McClue to collapse. So I think if we do a Saturday night, that would be great. Thank you, everyone, for all your support. I appreciate it. Absolutely. So it's not a question of time out. It's a question of time in. Wonderful. Scotty, let me introduce myself. Oh, yes, we've done that one. Dinky-Doo. Fat Spoon, P-H-A-T. How lovely to have you with us. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year from Calder Crook, Scotty. Scotty, did you get paid well at Scott FM? We got a living wage, shall we say. I don't like to complain. So there we are. But obviously I didn't get the millions of pounds that I'll have made for other people over the years. How was the Hogmanay, Scotty? The Hogmanay, Fat Spoon, was out of this world. Can I suggest you go on to the YouTube channel, Scottie McClue, the internet phone-in, and have a listen to the Hogmanay show. It's sitting there on YouTube for everybody to enjoy. What's in the itinerary for 2022? Very, very, very busy. Fat Spoon, thank you for my beautiful red roses. 9 red roses. 8 plus 1, is that right? What's your day job, Scottie McClue? Ooh, very, very busy, informing, educating, and entertaining. Yes, indeed. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. We need lots and lots of followers. Everyone with a TikTok account should actually be following Scottie McClue because it's the big one. 2,100 likes, guys. Thank you very much for following us. Scotty, the absolute bunnet is back. Oh, and just how? Saturday nights, 9 o'clock on the Scottie McClue YouTube channel. Never, ever miss it, guys. If you miss a minute of Scottie McClue, you miss a moment of life. And you can't afford to miss that. There we are, Dinky-Doo. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Never scroll and never troll. Remember, there's that guy doing the Swanee for trolling. One troll. Joseph Boulos, thank you for my beautiful, beautiful red roses. You are so kind, Joseph. Joseph sent me 30. Stop, Joseph, 40 red roses, 42, 46, 50. Joseph sent 50 TikTok red roses, 60. Is that not beautiful? 70. Joseph, what are you doing? He sent 70 red roses. How very, very kind, thoughtful, and generous. I thank you so much. I'll flick this so you can see my badge properly, guys. Sometimes I forget to do this. and it lets you see the badge. Now, if I do that, can you see Scottie McClue, Dinky-Doo, just for you? Thank you for my 70 red roses. And guys, thank you for my beautiful, beautiful presence on YouTube and TikTok. The YouTubers have been tapping the dollar bill and sending me fortunes. So good of you. So there we are. What have we got here? Top chat, live chat. Where's the dollar bill? Somebody tell me. Is it on top chat or live chat? So there we go. Fantastic. Scottie, at the end of the day, we're only human and too much takes its toll on your precious Scottie. You have to recharge the batteries and keep yourself safe and healthy. We do, Glenn. And that's why I'm not on. Otherwise, if I had my way, I would do the day job and then a couple of hours every single night. But I would just collapse. There we go. Happy New Year. All the best for 2022, Scottie. That's so good of you, Alan. Alan Mack there, I recognize him. How wonderful is that? Thank you so much. Joseph Boulos. Give Joseph a big round of applause. 10, 10 and then 70 red roses. Was it 10 and 70, Joseph? Have I got that right? It was 70 anyway, I know that. Because I could see it in front of us here. Can you all see these beautiful gifts, guys? Just amazing. Thank you so much. And this is our first show, our first time together in 2022, following from the Hogmanay show. Look at every single TikTok video. Follow me on TikTok because TikTok is huge, huge. And we've been, I mean, about 1 million people have seen the lives, but we've only got something like, I think it's 19,000 followers. Can we get that up to 20,000? I was very sad that Scottie McClue wasn't recognised in the Queen's New Year honours. Well, Flying Norseman, that's very, very, very kind of you. Services to broadcasting in the nation. But to be honest with you, these things are only good if you can help others with it. So if somebody said, so Scottie McClue is on our board and helps us with blah, blah, blah. You see? That would be the thing. And the ones worth having are a KT, a Knight of the Thistle, a KG, a Knight of the Garter, of which Tony Blair has just taken his place. Because I'm sure he could have been Knight of the Garter a long time ago, but he hadn't actually, as an ex-Prime Minister, taken his place. But there are limited places on them. I think the Thistles are 16. And I can't remember what the Garters are exactly. I should do, because I'm a friend and descendant of the Knights of the Garter of St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, and have been since 1975, I think. 75, 77, something like that. So there we are. Joseph, have you just sent another 60 red roses? Dinky-Doo, Lala, Happy New Year from your good friend Wonky. Wonky, how lovely to have you with us, and a very Happy New Year to you, and a big Dinky-Doo. So where did we get to with the knighthoods? So KT, Knight of the Thistle, and KG. The other one that's well worth having is GCVO, Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order, because that's in the gift of the monarch. But I was just telling somebody, Sir John Reith, that started the BBC, he was knighted at 37. So he would be a knight bachelor. And then he became a GCVO. And then the next one was a Knight of the Thistle. And the reason I know he was a Knight of the Thistle is because my mother attended his installation as a Knight of the Thistle, along with Sir Charles MacLean of Duart Castle, Chips, as he was known at the time. Lovely man. Chips MacLean and John Reith. I can't think of more worthy candidates for Knights of the Thistle Chapel in St Giles in Scotland. The only thing to do with a knight for Tony Blair is spending it. Oh, Alan, You can't say that sort of thing. So there you are. I agree, Mr. Blair, in certain circles isn't as popular as he perhaps could have been. So there we are. Kareem Zachariah. Scotty, it's your fine self. How are we? Hello, everyone. Kareem, so lovely to have you with us. I thought we'd better do, not better, but I thought we'd pop up and do the first show of 2022 together, because the other night was just a resounding success. Apparently, there's nothing to match the Scotty McClue Hogmanay show. Joseph, have you sent more red roses? What are you doing, you beautiful, beautiful person? What a lovely thing to do. Joseph has already sent me something like, what did we send? 100 and something, Joseph? And now you've just sent another 65, 70. My goodness. Joseph's just sent 70 TikTok red roses, guys. Is that not beautiful? Scotty McClue, the world famous best broadcaster on earth. Flying Norseman, you are very, very kind to me. Now I need everybody to go on TikTok, guys, and follow Scotty McClue. It's not a lot to ask. We're coming up to our 30th anniversary of the Scotty McClue phone-in June, and we need to be celebrating it big time. Scotty, hi Scotty, Happy New Year. Gordon Roddick, the wonderful Gordon Roddick, one of the most remarkable human beings you could meet. A delightful, delightful person, a very, very, very fine man. And Gordon was one of the first announcers on Scottish television. And boy, is he an announcer. He was also a newscaster on BBC, on Radio Scotland, with that beautiful voice. And for many, many years, he was in charge of the control room at Scottish television. So everything that you saw happen on the telly, Gordon and his team would make that happen. And he's a lovely, lovely person, and I'm a big fan of Gordon Roddick. Lovely to have you with us, Gordon. Thank you. I thoroughly appreciated working with you in the 1980s. Incredible, and here we are, still friends. Scotty, you've been a good friend to us, and thank you for your support and wisdom to you and to your followers. I respect you from the bottom of my heart. Glenn, you are very kind. I thank you, and right back at you, sir. I respect you from the bottom of my heart, and you became a father at 4 minutes past 2, or 9 minutes past 2, 4 minutes past 2 on New Year's Day. Glenn, his good lady, gave birth to a little daughter. Is that not beautiful, guys? Great news to announce on here, I can tell you. So there we are. So I'll just say congratulations, Glenn. Congratulations. Slowest typer in the world, guys, as well as being the first lord of the internet. Fantastic. So there we are. Congratulations to Glenn, his good lady, and beautiful wee daughter, and I think this is well worth a Dinky-Doo. So what do we got here? Hang on. What about this, guys? I think I've got that right. Right. Congratulations to Glenn, his good lady, and beautiful newborn wee daughter. Dinky-Doo. I've put a Dinky-Doo because it is a Dinky-Doo. There we are. How's that? You should be able to see that now, Glenn. Morning, Scotty. Morning, everybody. Lovely to have you with us. Scotty McClue. Dinky-Doo. Only thing to do. All right, we've got that one. Oh, Scotty, come on. Yes, I know, Alan. No, I understand. Scotty, this is somebody saying somebody hates the Pope. Nobody ever, ever should hate anyone. And we never, ever hate people like His Holiness the Pope, who do a wonderful job for their flock. So there we go. Scotty, I want to send more roses than Joseph, but I can't afford it. I'll see what we can do. Flying Norseman, you never, ever have to send Scotty McClue a thing. There's no obligation. The Scotty McClue shows are absolutely free. If somebody's feeling flush, there's paypal.me/Scotty McClue. There's gofundme.com/Scotty-McClue. There's super chat on here with a dollar bill. There's buy me a pie. Yes, buy me a pie on the top of that. But nobody is ever obliged to give me a penny. It's entirely up to you. And I never, ever want anybody to part with anything that they can't afford to part with. Have we got that nice and clear? There we are. But I love all my beautiful TikToks and things like that. So Flying Norseman, just not a problem at all. And the thought counts. Glenn, well done, Lala. Congratulations. Enjoy being a daddy. Is that not amazing? Absolutely, Kareem. That's what it's all about, I say. So there we are now. Scotty, what part of Scotland are you from? All of it, Tony. The whole country is McClue land. But I would say I was born in Greenock on the, at the side of the River Clyde, the banks of the River Clyde, of an old Argyll family. Who's sending beautiful things here? What's going on here? I've just seen a funny person pop up. There we are. Right. Billy Connolly was knighted. Now, it's not about time we got a statue of the big one in Glasgow. I think so, CBS. Yes. We should never leave these things too late. That's what I always say. There we are. Happy New Year, Scotty. I would only want a knighthood if I could put it to good use for other people. That's the thing. Somebody should build a granite and coal statue of Mr. Scotty McClue. Well, there was talk of renaming Glasgow Airport Scotty McClue International. And there was also talk of a statue in George Square. But the thing is, I'm actually alive at the moment, or it feels like I am. So I think you've got to have popped your clogs before you get statues and things like that. Good evening, Scotty from Port Glasgow. Nikki, how lovely to have you with us from Port Glasgow. I've been sending little things about Clyde steamers and stuff to the Port Glasgow social media groups. So good. It's not evening, pal. There we are. No, it might be evening where Nikki is. Port Glasgow might have its own time zone. Scotty, do you think there's another lockdown coming? Oh, Alan, I would never try and second guess any of that stuff, ever. There may well be. I think probably if I was in government, I would have waited until after the festive, like now, before putting out what our next step was as a plan. But if the very, very infectious Omicron keeps becoming very, 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 very infectious, then they may be forced into locking everything down just by way of a fire break, if you see what I mean. The other thing is, of course, though, although it's very, 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 very infectious, if the symptoms for virtually everybody are very mild, then I don't know, there might be, I don't think a politician even with advice from all the health professionals, can take a chance on something like herd immunity. Because if it all went wrong, they've done it and it doesn't look so good. And politicians need to try and look good all the time. That's why Scottie McClue is not a politician. There we are. Who's sending a beautiful target and arrows? This is sending me all sorts of beautiful gifts, guys. Thank you for your lovely, lovely TikTok gifts. It's so very, very kind of you. Lovely. And I hope you're having a wonderful first Scottie McClue show of 2022. If you're watching on TikTok or even YouTube, then please get sharing and sharing and sharing. So there you are. So we tend not to talk pandemic on here at all because the mainstream media talks it. And boy, does it talk it. 2018, Billy Connolly was given a knighthood. Yes, absolutely. Happy New Year, Scottie. That's what Kareem has sent me, an air dancer. Kareem, that's such a lovely, lovely thing to do. It was me, Scottie, that sent it. I know, Kareem, I've got it now. Just remember, the Pope may be from Argentina, but Jesus was Scottish. Well, I think everybody great has got Scottish blood in them. And we've all got Irish blood in us. Knock down the Donald Dewar statue and replace it with McClue. I liked Donald. He was a soul. Time to get this corrupt lot out of Holyrood, Dinky-Doo. So there we are, says Magic. Do you think McClue would make a good first minister? It's 12 p.m. now. I know. No, Scottie, I don't see any more lockdowns, maybe local ones, but full ones are in the past. Good, Kareem. Excellent stuff. I wondered if they might attempt to shut the schools for another week or two. That sort of idea. They can't afford another lockdown. We need to live with it, says Aaron. Yes, I actually agree. I think it will eventually fizzle, but I think that just fizzle and go out the virus. But I think that it will always try variants because that's what viri do, you know? And it's been very interesting to hear the virologists and the epidemiologists and all these wonderful people. I wrote a poem. It says, Dinky-Doo, Happy New Year to you, Mr. Scottie McClue, Flying Norseman, one of the finest pieces of poetry I've heard this morning. How amazing is that? And Dinky-Doo to you. Scottie, I'm not going to let this lockdown rumours get me down now. We have our bundle of joy. Absolutely, Glenn. Wonderful Maria Knight. Congratulations, Glenn, on becoming a father. I hope you enjoy every second of it. And Maria is, I don't think she'll mind me saying, a Yorkshire lass. Am I right, Maria? Or am I slightly wrong? Are you a Derbyshire lass? What have I done? I hope we won't fall out. Maria will tell me. Kareem has sent me £1. Kareem, that is so lovely of you. Kareem, how have you done that? Is there a $sign at the bottom of the chat on YouTube? Right? Tell me if there is. I'd like to know how people do it. Dis381, who's never dissed anybody in his life, has sent me 66 red roses. Love you, says Dis. Thank you, sent love you. No lockdowns for a cold, says Ryan. You can't beat a bit of still game. Happy New Year, my fellow Scot. Indeed, Chris. Lovely to have you. Chris is in America. We're all over the world here, guys. Let's have a brighter new year. Hi, Scottie. I bry high, says David Clarkson. I am not sure what you mean. Where are you broadcasting from, Scottie? What part of your house? We're broadcasting from one of the sitting rooms in McClue Towers. There we are. So fantastic. Now then, Have you signed the petition to prevent Tony Blair getting a night? Guys, can I tell you my take on Tony Blair's addition to the Order of the Garter? He's an ex-prime minister. Now, unless I'm very much mistaken, because the Garter is very much in the gift of Her Majesty the Queen, I think ex-prime ministers are entitled to take their place with their banners in St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, their banners of Knights of the Garter, which hang above the choir stalls. Somebody will correct me that knows St. George's Chapel even better than me. It's a building I absolutely adore. And you've got the Military Knights of Windsor in the houses opposite. So you're going down there now. Is it the quadrangle where the choir would meet outside? I've got a lovely picture of it in the 1850s, I think it was, 1840s. So Tony Blair, would have probably been able to take up his Garter knighthood some time back, you see. And I'll tell you who else would be in line as a Garter knight, would probably be Gordon Brown, because he's an ex-prime minister. But I might be wrong. Somebody will correct me. So there you are. So you can sign as many petitions as you like, but it's deemed to happen and probably has been writ large for some time. And I think a decision not to have taken it up earlier would probably be in the hand of Tony Blair. So there you are. But you tell me what you think. Kareem says, yes, there's a dollar sign at the bottom right. It gives you two options, then the amount. Aha! That's how you do it. So if anybody's feeling flush, you're never, ever, ever obliged to give a thing to Scottie McClue. But beautiful people like Kareem have been incredibly generous. Maria Knight, incredibly generous. Numpty Heed, incredibly generous. All of you, Disco Pete, all of you, incredibly generous. So there we go. So that's that one sorted. If we have another lockdown, as long as you can have a meeting with cheese and wine, you'll find, yes, a work meeting. I thought to myself, if it's a work meeting, why would the Prime Minister's wife be there? How many people take the wife to a work meeting? It's just a name. Dodsey. There's another very, 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 very generous person. And Maria Knight, what can I say to you? I haven't caused any offense, Maria. Are you a Yorkshire lass or a Derbyshire lass? That's what we need to find out. So there we go. Scotty, there was a special documentary on the Vicar of Dibley. It was so funny. They don't make comedy like that anymore. Excellent show. Kareem, I saw it. I think I saw the one when she was doing the, she had the blonde hair and she was doing the wedding. And our lovely old friend, yes, you know, that sort of stuff. Every single one of these beautiful characters was so beautifully drawn. The Vicar of Dibley, high comedy. And we need a lot more of that on our television screens. I wish that some of the broadcasters would wake up and use McClue for a touch of comedy, because that happens to be one of the strings to my bow. Apparently, people used to say, you're not even funny. I said, I never said I was. But other people say, Scotty, you are hilarious. So there we are. Chris Finster. Scotty, I am renewed and would love a night out of avant-garde. What are your views? Oh, sorry, retired. I beg your pardon. I thought you said renewed. Well, it's the same thing, isn't it? Happy New Year, Scotty, from Rab and Cambers Lang. Rab, lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo, for the Cambers Lang. Do you ken the halfway? Martin says, hello, buddy. Hello, Martin. Rob Scrimgeour, how lovely to have you with us. Scrimgeour. Yes. Scotty, what does CBE stand for? MBE is a member of British Empire, and OBE is Order of British Empire. So CBE is a commander of the Order of the British Empire. It's one below a knighthood. There also was, I don't know if it's still on offer, there was a KBE, so I knew somebody that had one, and that was a Knight of the British Empire. So there we are. And I don't know if there was a GBE, which would be a Knight Grand Cross. Yes. The one I would say, the three I would say are absolutely the ones to have. And if McClue was ever in line, these would be the ones, are KG, Knight of the Garter, Tony Blair, KT, Knight of the Thistle, the Scottish Order, 16 members, or GCVO, Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order. And that's in the gift of the monarch themselves. So if you get a GCVO, you've done a bit of quality service. There you go. But the problem with knighthoods, they tend to be given very, very late in somebody's career. You say, oh, so-and-so got knighted. And a couple of years later, so-and-so passed away. You see, that sort of idea. So really, you need it quite early in your career. And I mean, I'm not saying I've missed the boat. Don't get me wrong. But you need it quite early in your career. And you need to be able to use it to help other people. That's what it's about. Ah, very well, says Robert. Excellent. There you go. Scotty, should we as a Scottish community have New Year resolutions? Tell 10 to 2 or 20. Kareem, by the end of this year, the Scotty McClue TikTok and the Scotty McClue YouTube channel need to be the biggest things in social media. And I need somebody wealthy to help me with this. Get a sponsor going because it's huge. So there we are. And we talk and we open the phone lines. So there we are. Guys, Kareem sent me £1 by tapping the dollar bill bottom right of the chat. Kareem, can you see that dollar bill now if you look? Right, because I've got live chat, you see. And I'm not sure if it's the same. I'd love to help you. Martin, you do help me by being you and coming and joining us. Phoning up the phone in and having a blather. That's a great help. And then you go on YouTube and hear yourself back. A wonderful attraction for everybody. It's just a name. Everything's just a name. So there we are. Now, one person who would have sorted COVID, who do you think it would be? The people that absolutely released it in the first place from the laboratory. If they could have sorted it, they could have avoided it getting out. That would have been the winner. There we are. Followers, everybody. Dinky-Doo, it just shows you how weak we are as a society. Guys, have you got funny light going on? I'm just wondering if I can change this a little bit. Is that any better? Not really. No, I don't think so. No, I'm not sure that's helping, is it? Is that helping, guys? I'm trying to sort the light out for you, but I'm not doing a terribly good job here. We need to go to another bit of McClue Towers and get the light sorted for you. Can you still see them? That's what matters. Now then, did you know, Scotty, that John Dunlop Tires, their biggest factory, was in the middle of Brazil, at Manaus, in the middle of the rainforest? Well, Robert Scrimgeour, Could this by any chance have been because it was close to the rubber plantations? Is that a possibility? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. Scotty, the dollar sign's there all the time. Right, Kareem, so it doesn't change if I flick onto other chat. Guys, if you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome. You're watching Scotty McClue, hashtag FloatI, the first lord of the internet, the world's top broadcaster, sitting with 8,000 likes this morning. Just amazing. We've been up for 40 minutes. Shall we do another 5 minutes, guys? Scotty, yes, absolutely. Thank you, Kareem. I'm just going to say thank you to Kareem because he is such a lovely guy. Thank you, Kareem. And he has brought so much wisdom to the phone-in. Very clever man. I'm going to give him a Dinky-Doo. A Dinky-Doo's probably better than a knighthood for you, really. Because everybody knows Scotty McClue and everybody knows Dinky-Doo. So there we are. So maybe I should be Sir Scotty McClue, DD, Dinky-Doo. There we are. Good afternoon, Scotty, Dinky-Doo. Joel, how lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, thank you for all your kindness. So there. So are you okay with that, Robert Scrimger? CBE is commander of the British Empire. My old friend was a CBE, been a civil servant all his life. Marvelous, a very nice man. He was a CBE. And he was one of my referees when I was applying for jobs. And the problem with applying for jobs now is virtually all my referees have passed away. You know? So sad. So there we go. So I just have to get them to ring up the last place I worked. Follow us, guys, if you can. Scotty, do you like Still Game? I love Still Game. They said that Scotty McClue was the original inspiration for Still Game. You know? And I would have loved a small part in Still Game. Maybe going into the Klansman. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Scotty. There we are. Bobby, can I get a pint of your finest beer? And for my friends, Jack and Victor, nothing! Yes, I'm good with that, Scotty. We should start a petition to get united, Scotty. The services you've given to broadcasting. Yes, but Joel, that's what I do. You know what I mean? Appreciated, Scotty. Thank you. Scotty, schools won't close, but there will be problems when staff are off ill and no supply cover. Home learning for 2 weeks would be safer. Absolutely, Kareem. Although they once did a survey on what jobs could be replaced by computers. And waiting staff in hospitality were up about 90%. So in other words, you'd go into a hospitality thing and put your buttons into some machine and it would come back with the beer and the soup and all that stuff, not in the one bowl, I hope. Anyway, that was one thought. But teachers, only a 3% chance of ever replacing a teacher with a computer because you need that one-to-one input, you know? And the teachers are on the side of the children. They want to provide them with knowledge and understanding. And some children, just because they're learning to fight the world, think that they'll argy-bargy with their teachers and cheek up to them and talk back and things like that. Some of that is development. Some of that is just a lack of focus. And it lets the unruliness in a young person come out, an unruliness that the teachers have to deal with. So teaching is one of the professions I just have 100% respect for. You know, and I mean, I had a tough time as a youngster in school because I was a very bright little thing. And sometimes I came out with answers that the teachers didn't understand and they didn't like that. And I thought, if I ever become a teacher, which I did, I will ask the young person what they mean. Yes, and we'll start a dialogue. There we are. Very sad that a lot of laddies nowadays don't have a trade, Scotty. Everything's computerized. Yeah, but Robert Scrimger, if a pipe bursts, I'm not too sure that your laptop could get itself under the sink and solder it up. A thought. So there we are. Absolutely. And I agree with you. We need more tradespeople, heating engineers, gas engineers, plumbers, joiners, carpenters, master carpenters, master plumbers, all these wonderful things. You'll always need a tradesman, Joel. You do. You need to call the tradesman. You need the builder up there putting the lead round the chimney head. We need that. So important. There we are. And that's that. But teachers, never ever replace them with computers because they're very, very valuable and they're very much undervalued. There we go. Yes, indeed. The tiny minds, but you get the long holiday. That sort of nonsense. And of course, teaching nowadays will be nothing like the teachers signed up for because they've ended up sanitizing buildings, telling young people to get their masks on, cleaning up things and helping round, and just a different setup altogether to what a lot of older teachers would have signed up for. And I have taught primary, secondary, and tertiary. I've lectured at universities. There we are. And may well end up delivering lectures, maybe online or whatever. But that's another possibility. So, very senior university level lectures and deliver them online as a tutor. That would be something McClue could do for you. Fantastic. Now, talking about what McClue can do for you, I think it's time to push off to thank you all for watching this morning. This is our first show of 2022. It's just gone 12:30 on Sunday, the 2nd of January, 2022. I want to wish every single one of you health, happiness, long life, prosperity, joy, laughter, fun. And I want to send that to you as the First Lord of the Internet. Hashtag FloatI all uppercase. As the world's top broadcaster, your words, not mine. As the father of feminism, your words, not mine. As the world's most humble man, your words, not mine. Can I say thank you from the bottom of my heart? Can I politely request that every single one of you on TikTok follows me? Can I politely request that everybody goes to the Scottie McClue YouTube channel, Scottie McClue, the internet phone in, and subscribes. There's no money needs to change hands. Subscribing's free. Click subscribe and tap the bell to get your notifications that the internet phone in, one of the world's top platforms, is under development and will be on a Saturday night, GWWP, God willing, weather permitting, on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock UK time. At the moment, Greenwich Mean Time, that can change to British Summertime BST. It's about 5 hours ahead of EST, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. Have a good day, says Robert, and thank you. Same to you, Scotty. So there we are. And Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. Thanks again for watching, my darlings. Take great care of your dear selves. Enjoy being you. It's a lovely thing to be, and stay fabulous. Dinky-Doo. We'll say goodbye to our beautiful TikTokers. Get following. That's our beautiful TikTokers have left us, and we love every single one of them. And now our beautiful YouTubers. It just remains for me to say Dinky-Doo from Scottie McClue, and a very, very happy 2022. Happy New Year, my darlings. Ta-ra, Lars!